What's up everyone, and welcome to another episode here on Shellbag Toy Rewind. So today we're talking about Super 7 Ultimates and what we want to see from them. And we're going to be going through the waves that have already been announced and go through a few likes and a few dislikes. But first, let's go over a few figures that have made my list in the past that have now been since announced by Super 7, starting off with Sergeant Bananas. Little controversial, not sure if I like it yet, but we've got Wingnut and Screw Loose, which they just announced recently on Wave 9, and they look incredible. And as you know, Scratch has come out, another one that I put on my list. I think that was my first list that I put out, and my number one from that was Slash, and everyone knew, of course, that they were going to do that one. And boy, did they. They came out with a banger on this one. Absolutely love that one. And in this upcoming wave, they also announced another one of mine that I wanted in my second list, which was Scumbug. So excited about that one. Super 7 does get some criticism for these Ultimates, like how many accessories they put out, which I believe is a little bit unfair. But who the heck am I? Wave 1 was perfect. Raphael, Foot Soldier, Baxter Stockman. The weakest one was Splinter, but of course it's Splinter, so he's going to be in there. Wave 2, another wave that I have no complaints with. Bebop was incredible. Shredder looked great. And who doesn't like a good mutagen man? He looked incredible. All right, moving on to Wave 3, we've got a fantastic looking Rocksteady. Metalhead was pretty decent himself. And of course, you know, you got to throw a turtle in there. And April probably is the weakest one from this wave, but just like Splinter, you got to throw her in there somewhere. All right, now moving on to this wave. I have every single wave in this line, so I like them all, but I did a review on Casey. I wasn't super ecstatic with his sculpt. I mean, he looked good, just the waist was a little bit weird, but all the rest fantastic. I mean, Mondo Gecko and that Muckman, oh my god, had to have that one. All right, now we get into at least a real dislike. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't like the Samurai Leo, as a figure, and especially not this early in the line. Not one of my favorite figures growing up. Did I have them? Yes. Just think that they should have brought out other figures before they started putting the costume turtles out. And I don't think that Ray Fillet was really that strong of a character to bring out this early either. No problem with Leatherhead, obviously no problem with Krang. All right, probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but I was never really a huge fan of the turtles and costumes and putting out the same character just wearing something different. So yeah, Mike the Sewer Surfer, not one of my favorite ones, but all the rest of the ones in this line, absolutely fantastic. Love them. All right, moving on to Wave 7, mad props to Super 7 for putting out Warrior Michelangelo. I know some will just say, oh, it's just a repaint, but Warrior Michelangelo is definitely one of those rare figures from the original toy line that everybody loves. Robotic Bebop looks fantastic. Triceraton looks incredible. I cannot wait to get that one. Even Punker Dawn. I know I just got done saying that I don't like the dress-up turtles, but I like the rock and roll ones. The most, like I said before, the controversial one is Sergeant Bananas, but even that one looks pretty dang cool. The only thing I will say about the Sergeant Bananas, though, it's so different, kind of like their turtle van, and I just don't understand, like, who's making the decisions on some of these things to go way far out on a limb and be a little bit more reserved on some of these Ultimates. Okay, where to begin on Wave 8? Okay, Toon Shredder, or the repainted Shredder, love it, looks fantastic. Another one that makes sense. Robotic Rocksteady, fantastic. Now, Genghis Frog, even worse than Ray Fillet, is one of the most non-liked figures in the line. I mean, do I think he needs a figure? Yes. Do I think they could have waited a couple waves to give him the figure? I think that would have made a lot more sense. They could have put out Rat King or General Trag or something. Dirtbag, Pizza Face. I mean, the list goes on. And we come to Space Cadet Raph. Let's just say I'll pick him up over Samurai Leo. And I guess I'll leave it at that. And now we've come to our latest wave release with two of my picks on it, Scumbug and Wingnut with his sidekick. Since Super 7 has kind of upped their ante on the amount of figures per wave, I won't complain about the re-release of Splinter being flocked. I think it's kind of a cool idea, but I probably won't get them. But nonetheless, still kind of cool. And White Jersey Dawn, that is a very cool figure for them to do. Not everyone has the White Jersey Dawn or can get one. But as for me, I will be getting the White Jersey Dawn from Super 7 to go next to my vintage White Jersey Dawn. So that will be pretty cool. And I can do a comparison video on it. But like I said, Scumbug and Wingnut were on my previous wish list that I put out for Super 7. So now that they've been taken off the list, let's go ahead and get to some other figures that I am hoping to see from Super 7. All right, coming in at number 10, I got to get me a Pizza Face from Super 7. Absolutely beloved character, but if he doesn't come with a spare head with the original version by David Orzechowski, I don't want it. I don't want it, okay? So Super 7, please put a second head on there with the way that it was supposed to be from the beginning. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. End of story. Coming in at number 9, we've got the Chrome Dome. Okay, NECA put out a very, very good version. Big, bulky, good size with the way that he was supposed to be. And Super 7, you got to do the same, okay? I know y'all can do it. All right, since Super 7's pushing it, let's push it. Let's get some sumos. I want a sumo Raph, a sumo Mikey. I need them, and I need them now. I think that those would be pretty freaking cool, and they would sell really, really well. Awesome, awesome figures. Let's do it. All right, this is a long shot, but I got to put it on the list. These are some of my favorite ones, and a lot of other people's favorite ones, but for obvious reasons, I doubt it'll happen, but I need some wacky Wild West figures. These things are like the coolest ones, but I'm sure somebody would be complaining about it. This one right here is on everyone's list, I'm sure. Universal Monsters. They should have announced something in Halloween. I can't believe they haven't done it yet. These ones are an absolute must. Shocked and appalled that they haven't done these yet. All right, number 5. I don't know if this one counts. But I want a Sewer Cat. I would love it to go next to the sewer line, and I think that would be super, super cool for them to put something out that didn't actually ever come out. Speaking of, how about a Mike Knight? I know that this is a super popular character, or figure, I mean, from some real big collectors that have made customs, and I know some people would definitely want this to go in their collection. I mean, let's swing for the fence here. Let's get some crazy ones. All right, number 3 has made my list in the past, but he hasn't been made yet, so I'm going to keep him on there. I want a Chef Boyardee Super Shredder. I think that would be super cool, but I guess they should probably come out with a regular one first. All right, my number 2 is a little bit of a stretch, but it would be so easy for Super 7 to do. It is a Warrior Bebop. In the original line, they came out with the Warrior Rocksteady, but never put this one out. They only showed pictures of it, and ever since I've seen it, I've been kind of fascinated with it, and I've always kind of wanted one now. So if they could put it out, I'd snatch it up. And here's my honorable mention, guys. You know I couldn't go a whole video without talking about my black belt storage shells, but any storage shells would be cool for them to go ahead and put out from Super 7. I think they would do an excellent job, and it would just be one of those cool lines that they could redo. Everyone loves the storage shells. All right, and my number 1, I said we were swinging for the fences, right? I told you we're going big, we're going crazy. I want the Mega Mutants. I want Killer Bee. I want a Needle Nose. They're my favorite. Are they vehicles? Are they characters, figures? I don't know. You tell me, but I don't care. I want them. All right, guys, that's going to do it for my updated list. Let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments. Did I miss anything, or was one of my picks too ridiculous? Like I said, let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like, give me a sub, hit that bell. YouTube will let you know when I drop my next video. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Later.